Hello and welcome back to Horoscope TV.
Thank you so much for having me back.
It is so good to have you here with us.
It's always a good time.
Yeah, and we are doing something really special today.
We really are.
We are looking at the week ahead for all of our Sagittarius friends out there.
That is right. And we aren't just looking at, any random week.
No, definitely not.
We are analyzing the stars for the week of March 2nd to March 8th, 2026.
March 2026. It sounds kind of like the future, doesn't it?
It does a little bit.
But it is right around the corner.
Exactly.
And from what I understand, just, looking at the astrological data you brought in today,
Mm-hmm.
for a Sagittarius, this isn't just a normal week of, checking emails and buying groceries.
Oh, no, not at all.
No.
If you were a Sagittarius, or even if you just love one or work with one,
Right.
you really need to pay attention to this.
Okay, so what is the big picture here?
The energy this week is just massive.
Massive.
It is heavy.
Okay, when you say heavy, do you mean heavy bad? Or heavy, important?
Heavy, meaningful.
Heavy meaningful. Got it.
Yeah, it is a week of huge professional energy.
Oh, wow.
We are seeing very clear communication, which is great.
Always a good thing.
But there is a tension here.
Attention.
It starts off feeling very serious.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like you are carrying a really heavy backpack.
Okay, I can definitely picture that. A heavy backpack.
But then by the time we actually get to the end of the week, the vibe shifts completely.
The backpack comes off.
Exactly. It becomes joyful and energetic and just full of life.
This sounds like a relief.
It's literally like taking that heavy backpack off and running straight into a party.
Okay, so we have to get through the hard work to get to the party.
That is exactly it. We have a huge lunar eclipse happening.
The lunar eclipse.
And a major shift with the planet Venus.
Oh, Venus. That's the love planet.
Yes. And that is going to completely change the love life situation for you.
I really love the sound of that.
I thought you might.
So what is our mission today, then? What are we actually trying to help the Sagittarius listener do?
Our goal is pretty simple. We want to help you handle these huge changes in your career without burning out.
Because burnout is real.
It is very real.
Oh.
We want you to survive the intense start of the week so you actually have the energy left over to enjoy the romance and the fun coming at the end of the week.
I really like that plan. Survive the work and enjoy the love.
That's the goal.
Let's unpack this then. We have to start with the big one.
The very big one.
Tuesday, March 3rd, the lunar eclipse.
The main event of the week.
So on March 3rd,
We have a powerful lunar eclipse in the sign of Virgo.
now, for those of us who aren't experts at reading the stars,
Sure.
why does a lunar eclipse in Virgo matter so much to a Sagittarius?
Well, because I always thought eclipses were just about, the moon looking cool in the sky.
It definitely looks cool up there, but in astrology, an eclipse is a total game changer.
A game changer. How so?
It matters because of where it lands in your specific map of the sky.
For Sagittarius, this eclipse lands at the absolute top of their chart.
The top of the chart, what does that actually represent?
Think of it like a clock face.
Okay, a clock face.
The very top, the number 12, that is the highest possible point.
Right.
In astrology, that spot represents your public image.
Oh, interesting.
It is your career,
Yeah.
your reputation, your standing in the world.
How people see you.
Exactly. It is how people see you when you are out there doing your job.
So an eclipse happening right there at the top of the clock.
Yes.
That's like a giant spotlight turning on.
It's honestly more than a spotlight. An eclipse is a shakeup.
A shakeup.
It is not a small blip on the radar. It brings sudden, massive change to the professional path.
Sudden, massive change.
Yes.
That sounds a little scary, to be honest.
It can be intense. People get nervous.
I would get nervous.
But you have to remember, eclipses often bring things to a head.
Like a boiling pot.
Exactly. We are talking about endings and beginnings.
Okay.
This could mean the final end of a very long project you have been working on for absolute ages.
Okay, let's get real here for a second.
Sure.
When you say endings, are we talking about getting fired?
You too good?
Or are we talking about quitting? Or maybe just finishing a masterpiece of a project?
It really could be any of those scenarios.
Any of them.
But the core feeling is exactly the same no matter what.
Which is what?
It is about clearing the way for a much better future.
Oh, I see.
You might suddenly realize that the job you're in right now just doesn't match your big, bright dreams anymore.
That moment where you wake up and go, wait a minute, I don't want to do this anymore.
Exactly. And because it is a lunar eclipse, that realization comes on very strong.
It hits you hard.
It might feel intense, might even make you feel emotional,
Right.
but it is ultimately rewarding. The data we are analyzing shows that deep respect is coming your way.
Deep respect.
Yes, but only through hard work. You have to be willing to close one door to open the next one.
So if I'm a Sagittarius and I feel like things are completely shaking up at work on Tuesday, I shouldn't panic.
No, absolutely do not panic.
Just ride the wave.
Ride the wave. This is clearing out the old stuff.
Like spring cleaning.
It is like cleaning out a closet. It looks incredibly messy while you were doing it,
Yeah.
but it is necessary to get organized.
But dealing with change is hard.
It is very hard.
How do we handle the communication part of this? Because usually when big things change at work, people get confused.
Oh, yeah.
Misunderstandings happen all the time.
That is the good news, actually.
I have good news.
We do. Later in the week, specifically on Saturday, March 7th, the Sun meets Mercury.
The Sun and Mercury together. Now, Mercury usually means talking right.
Yes, it means perfect mental clarity.
Perfect clarity.
It is like a thick fog finally lifts, and you can see for miles in every direction.
Oh, I really like the sound of that. Perfect clarity.
It is the absolute cure for the confusion of the eclipse.
And so it balances out.
Exactly. If you have confusing emails piling up on Tuesday,
Yeah.
or maybe meetings that keep getting delayed or misunderstood on Wednesday,
Right.
Saturday, March 7th is the day to fix all of it.
So Tuesday is the big shakeup, and Saturday is this explanation.
In a way, yes. In fact, if you have to give a presentation or pitch a brand new idea,
Okay.
this is an absolutely excellent time to do it
Why is that?
because people will easily understand your vision.
Which is not always a given.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes Sagittarius can have these really big, wild ideas that other people just don't get?
Oh, absolutely. They are often too far ahead of the curve.
Right.
They see the big picture when everyone else is still looking at the tiny details.
Exactly. But with this specific connection between the Sun and Mercury, you can explain those massive ideas in a way that just makes sense to everyone else.
That is amazing.
You can walk in and tell your boss, here's the plan.
And they will actually get it.
They will get it. They will see exactly what you see.
That is a huge advantage in the workplace.
It really is.
Yeah. So the career shift on Tuesday is big, but you have the right words to handle it later in the week.
Exactly. You are well equipped.
Now, usually when we start talking about career, the very next question is always about money.
Always. People want to know about their wallet.
Career and money are kind of like best friends. They usually go everywhere together.
They do.
So does this big career shift actually hit the wallet for Sagittarius?
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
We actually call this the financial ripple effect.
The financial ripple effect. Tell me more about that.
Well, the lunar eclipse impact on money is super interesting to look at.
How so?
It essentially asks you to look very closely at your long-term financial goals.
Okay.
Because if your career is changing, your money flow might be changing too.
That makes perfect sense.
Right. Maybe you're moving from a steady biweekly paycheck to doing freelance work.
Or maybe you are getting a huge promotion with a new salary.
Exactly. It makes sense. If you leave a job or finish a massive project, the income structure changes. And this might be the absolute perfect time to make a bold move.
A bold move like what?
The forecast suggests it might be time to ask for a massive raise.
A massive raise. Wait, not just a little tiny cost of living adjustment.
Massive.
Ugh.
Remember, Sagittarius does not do things halfway.
Very true. Go big or go home.
If you are delivering value, and that eclipse is highlighting your reputation at the top of your chart,
You have leverage.
You have immense power.
so you should use it.
Yes.
But is there a lucky day for this? Or should a Sagittarius just march into the office on Monday morning and demand more money?
Do not do it on Monday. Wait for March 5th.
March 5th. Mark it down, everyone. Why the 5th specifically?
On Thursday, March 5th, the sun connects with lucky Jupiter.
Jupiter. That is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, isn't it?
It sure is. It is the planet of luck expansion and huge growth.
It makes everything bigger.
Exactly. When the sun shines a light on Jupiter, it is excellent news for your wallet.
So we are talking about literally increasing total wealth. Yes, we are. This
Yeah.
isn't just, finding a random dollar bill on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
This is about real opportunities.
Yeah.
It could be a total surprise bonus that you were not expecting at all.
Oh, nice. I think everyone loves surprises like that.
Or it could be finding a highly profitable side job that pays well.
Also good.
Or, and this is a very Sagittarius thing to do,
What's that?
it could be a small financial risk that actually pays off handsomely.
So if I have been thinking about maybe investing in something or taking a chance on a brand new client, March 5th is the day.
The energy fully supports it on that day.
Yeah.
The luck is on your side.
It is like having the wind right at your back.
Exactly.
Okay, but I have to play the voice of reason here for a minute.
Please do.
Whenever we get extra money, especially for a Sagittarius who generally loves to enjoy life and have fun,
Yes.
the major temptation is to just spend it immediately.
And that is exactly what you need to be very careful about this week.
Uh-oh. I knew there was a catch. What happens later in the week?
On Sunday, March 8th, Venus meets strict Saturn.
Strict Saturn. Saturn is like the dad of the zodiac, right? The one who always says no.
Saturn is absolutely the disciplinarian. He is the strict teacher.
The rule maker.
He is the one who checks your homework to make sure you did it right.
Right.
When Venus, which rules luxury and beauty and money, meets up with Saturn, the message is incredibly clear.
And what is the message?
Stop.
Stop. Just stop.
That's stop.
So do not go shopping on March 8th.
Exactly. Restrict your spending on luxury items.
No fancy dinners.
No. You might have gotten that amazing bonus on the 5th, but if you blow it all on the 8th, you aren't actually building wealth.
You are just spinning your wheels.
You are.
So the general rule for the week is make the money on Thursday and hide your credit card on Sunday.
Protect the bank account. That is the absolute key to this transit.
Keep the wealth.
You want to keep it, not just let it slip right through your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Saturn rewards people who are responsible.
So if you act responsible,
If you save that money, it will grow.
that is super solid advice.
I think so.
Now, we have talked a lot about work and money so far.
We have.
But all of this stress and tension, the eclipse, the sudden changes, having those big, important talks,
It is a lot.
that has to take a serious toll on the physical body.
It really does take a toll. We actually call this next section the energy roller coaster.
The energy roller coaster.
Because that is exactly what your physical body feels like. You are going rapidly up and down.
Well, let's talk about the crash first. Nobody likes a crash, but we need to be prepared for it.
The crash definitely happens early in the week. We have to go back to that lunar eclipse on March 3rd.
The same exact eclipse that changes the career path.
Yes, the very same one. Big mental and emotional shifts require massive amounts of physical energy.
That is true. Your brain burns a lot of calories when it is stressed out.
It does. And the analysis of the planets shows a high risk of severe exhaustion.
Severe exhaustion. Wow. That's
yeah.
not just like saying, oh, I need to take a quick nap. That's more like, I cannot even get out of my bed today.
It is the heavy feeling of total burnout.
And what causes it? Just the eclipse.
The cause is usually trying to do way too much at once.
Oh, okay.
You are trying to balance a very heavy career week with your normal personal life, and the body just finally says, enough. I am stopping.
So the body forces you to stop.
Yes.
So what is the big warning here for the listener?
The warning is that if you overwork yourself, you will crash hard.
You cannot just push through this.
You cannot push through this one with just extra cups of coffee and sheer willpower. Your body will absolutely win if you try to fight it right now.
So what should a Sagittarius do on Tuesday and Wednesday then? Just call in sick to work?
Make deep rest a massive priority.
Deep rest. That sounds really nice, actually.
It is essential. Listen to your tired body.
Right.
If you feel like you need to sleep in an extra hour, then sleep in.
If you need to cancel a loud dinner plan just to sit quietly on the couch and stare at the wall.
Do it. Absolutely do it.
It's kind of hard for Sagittarius to just sit still, though, isn't it?
It is incredibly hard for them. They always want to be doing something or going somewhere.
Right, they are explorers.
But if they do not rest early in the week, they won't be ready for the big bounce back.
Okay. The silver lining. Tell me all about the bounce back. When do we finally get our energy back?
It happens on Friday, March 6th.
What changes in the sky on the 6th?
Venus enters the sign of Aries.
Okay, and Aries is a fire sign just like Sagittarius.
Exactly. And when Venus moves into that familiar fire energy, the physical energy just bounces back beautifully.
It's like a switch is magically flipped.
It's like drinking a double espresso right after a really long, refreshing nap.
So we go from saying, I can't move my arms to let's go run a marathon.
Pretty much. You will feel a very sudden desire to do highly fun activities.
Love what?
Dancing, playing competitive sports, going running, going hiking.
Getting outside.
The body just wants to move. It wants to burn off all that built-up energy.
That sounds absolutely amazing. So you basically just have to survive the first few days of the week to get to that fun energy level.
Right. But there is one more physical caution note we have to mention before we move on.
Is this related to Saturn again? That strict teacher we talked about?
It is indeed.
Yeah.
On March 8th, when Venus meets Saturn,
Yeah.
remember that Saturn is all about structure. It rules the bones and the joints in the physical body.
Oh, wow. That is interesting. I actually didn't know that about Saturn.
It is a key detail.
Hmm.
So while you are out there doing those fun sports and dancing your heart out,
Right.
the expert advice here is to really protect your bones and your joints.
So maybe do not try to do a backflip for the very first time on March 8th.
Exactly. Exercise to maintain your perfect health, but do not take silly physical risks on Sunday.
So if you go for a run, just watch closely where you step.
Don't twist an ankle just because you were too excited and not paying attention.
Got it. Stretch properly, be careful, and protect the knees.
Precisely. Take care of the structure.
Okay, let's get to the part I know everyone really wants to hear about.
The fun stuff.
Love and romance.
This is where the week gets really, really exciting.
You mentioned earlier that the fire returns on March 6th.
Yes, I did. When Venus enters Aries on March 6th, the love life absolutely glows with passion and pure excitement.
Glows with passion. That is a very strong prediction.
It is. It's the combination of Venus, which is the planet of love, and Aries, which is all about fire and quick action.
So it moves fast.
Very fast. It brings a huge, massive wave of romance to Sagittarius. It is direct and it is hot.
So what does this actually look like for the single Sagittarius listeners out there?
For singles, it is all about bravery.
Bravery.
Aries is an incredibly brave, fearless sign.
Yeah.
You will feel brave enough to directly approach someone very special.
So no more waiting by the phone for them to call. No more playing those silly dating games.
No, none of that. This is about literally walking up to someone and saying, I like you. Let's go out.
Just bold, confident energy.
Very bold. And it is very attractive to other people.
I really love that. And what about the couples? If you are already in a committed relationship?
For couples, it's about bringing that sweet spark back into the dynamic.
Because sometimes long-term relationships get a little boring or stuck in a routine.
Exactly. You watch TV, you go to sleep, you do the same things.
Right.
This specific energy helps you plan spontaneous, really fun dates.
Like saying, honey, get in the car. We're going on an adventure right now.
Exactly like that. Surprise them. Do something completely active.
Use that physical energy bounce back to fuel the romance side of things.
Yes. Go for a long hike. Go out dancing late at night. Do something totally new together.
That sounds great.
But there is a but.
There is always a but in astrology, isn't there?
There's a trap here.
A trap.
We call it the rose-colored glasses trap.
And this happens on March 7th?
Yes, it does. On Saturday, March 7th, Venus meets foggy Neptune.
Foggy Neptune. Now, Neptune is the planet of dreams, right?
Dreams, yes.
Yeah.
But also illusions, delusions, literal fog.
It makes things hard to see clearly.
It makes things look very different than they really are in reality.
So when the planet of love meets the planet of fog, what actually happens?
The ultimate danger here is viewing a romantic situation completely unrealistically.
So you start seeing what you want to see, not what is actually standing right there in front of you.
Precisely.
Interesting.
You might meet someone new and just think they are absolutely perfect.
They're the one.
They're the soulmate you've been waiting your whole life for. They can do absolutely no wrong.
But that might just be the Neptune fog talking to you.
It often is.
So you are basically ignoring all the giant red flags because they happen to be wearing a really nice shirt.
Or you are ignoring the fact that they live in a completely different country.
Right.
Or they already have 3 other partners. Or they just aren't very nice to the waiter at the restaurant.
But you just ignore all that hard reality because the fantasy in your head feels so good?
You want to believe the dream.
So what is the practical advice here? Do we just avoid love altogether on the 7th?
No, you don't have to avoid it. You can absolutely enjoy the beautiful feelings.
Because the feelings are real to you.
The feelings are real. But you need to keep one foot firmly planted on the practical ground.
So enjoy the date, but maybe do not propose marriage on the very first date.
Exactly. Avoid any totally silly romantic misunderstandings that could happen later.
Just take it slow.
Take it very slow and verify the facts. Do not sign any legal papers regarding love on Saturday.
Very good advice. Now let's broaden the circle a bit. Let's talk about friends and general social life.
There's a really big surge of energy here, too.
Okay.
On Wednesday, March 4th, the moon enters Libra.
Libra. That is a very social sign.
It is the ultimate sign of partnership and social connection.
So what happens when the moon goes there?
When the moon is in Libra, the emotional focus shifts completely to your social life and your networking.
So after that really heavy, intense work day on Tuesday, Wednesday is for the people.
Yes, it is. You will feel a huge surge of pure social enthusiasm.
You will want to be around people.
You will absolutely not want to be sitting home alone.
So who should a Sagittarius try to hang out with this week? Who is the absolute best match for this energy?
The stars are very, very clear on this one.
Oh, really?
The absolute best match is Aquarius,
Aquarius. Why them specifically?
because they share a totally brilliant and highly electric connection with Sagittarius this week.
Electric. That sounds really fun.
It is fun. Aquarius naturally loves the wild ideas and the total free spirit of Sagittarius.
They just get each other.
They don't try to fence you in. They don't try to control your movements.
And is there a specific planetary reason for this amazing connection right now?
Yes, on March 4th, Venus connects directly with Uranus.
And Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius.
Exactly.
And what does that planetary connection actually bring?
It brings sudden flashes of total genius
Genius. I really like that word.
and completely unexpected fun.
Like what kind of fun?
If you hang out with an Aquarius this week, something totally weird and wonderful will happen.
Just no boring movie nights.
No, you might casually come up with $1 million business idea while getting coffee.
Or just have the best, deepest laugh of your entire life.
Exactly.
And what do you even talk about with them?
Well, on March 9th, Mercury connects beautifully with Jupiter.
Okay.
And that absolutely supports having deep, profound conversations. You can talk about things like deep universe travel.
Deep universe travel, like talking about aliens?
Aliens, the stars, the deep meaning of life itself.
Or just grand philosophy?
Yes. You can talk for absolute hours without ever getting bored for a single second.
That sounds like a literally perfect night for a Sagittarius. Just sitting around solving the major problems of the universe.
It really is. It feeds their soul deeply.
Okay, so run directly towards the Aquarius friends.
Run to them.
Who should we run away from? Who is the worst match this week?
The worst match to be around this week is Pisces.
Pisces. Really? Why is that? They're usually so nice and gentle with people.
They are very nice, but the energy clash this week is very real and very difficult.
What does the data say?
The forecast says Pisces will be far too needy and completely confusing for the Sagittarius taste this week.
Being needy is really tough when a Sagittarius just wants to be totally free to roam.
Exactly. You have to remember the eclipse energy.
Right, the big career shift.
Sagittarius is intensely focused on practical goals, their career, and moving rapidly forward.
They are in that strict get things done mode.
Yes. But Pisces, especially with all that Neptune energy we talked about
A
earlier,
fog.
Pisces just wants to dream and completely avoid harsh reality right now.
So Sagittarius is saying, let's make a solid plan, and Pisces is just saying, let's just feel the vibes instead.
And that dynamic will drive the Sagittarius completely crazy.
It sounds like they are speaking two completely different languages.
They absolutely are.
Is there a trust issue happening here too?
There is a big one.
Yeah.
The Venus and Neptune fog makes the energy of the Pisces extremely unclear.
And Sagittarius hates that.
Sagittarius values direct truth over almost anything else. Total honesty.
They are famous for being incredibly blunt, sometimes way too blunt for their own good.
Yes, they are. But Pisces might avoid giving straight, clear answers because they just don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or deal with any direct conflict.
They want to keep things smooth.
So they might tell a little white lie just to keep the peace.
So the Sagittarius asks a very direct question and gets a super wishy-washy, confusing answer.
And then gets extremely frustrated by it.
I can see how that goes bad.
And then on March 8th, when Venus meets that strict Saturn energy,
Oh, no.
hidden deep resentments just bubble right up to the surface.
Oh, that sounds very messy.
It is. Sagittarius will start feeling totally weighed down by the heavy emotional worries of the Pisces.
And what about the Pisces?
The Pisces will feel deeply hurt by the blunt, fiery words of the Sagittarius.
So what is the final verdict on this pairing?
It is totally better to just go your separate ways this week.
Just take a little break.
Just take a temporary break from your Pisces friends until the heavy energy finally clears out. It is much safer for everyone involved.
Safety first. I like it. Okay, we are almost out of time today, but before we go, I really need the toolkit.
Good toolkit. Let's do it.
I need the quick facts to quickly write down in my weekly planner.
Okay, get your pen ready.
What is the official color of the week?
The color is purple.
Purple, the classic color of royalty,
Yes.
and also the color of a nasty bruise if you don't watch those knees on Sunday.
Very true. Maybe just wear a bright purple shirt for that big work presentation on Tuesday instead.
Oh, that is a fantastic idea. Why purple, though?
It visually projects strong power and deep wisdom.
Perfect for a pitch.
Absolutely.
Okay, what are the lucky numbers for the week?
We actually have a very clear mathematical pattern here.
Oh, I like patterns.
The numbers are 9, 18, 27,
Oh,
36, 45, and 54.
but those are all multiples of 9. That is super easy to remember.
Very easy. Keep those numbers in mind.
And finally, the best dates. If I absolutely have to pick just 3 days to really focus my energy on.
Okay, March 4th is the first one.
That is for the big social boost. That is the day to go see your friends.
Yes. Next is March 5th for the pure money luck.
March 5th. That is the exact day to walk in and ask for the massive raise.
Take the chance on that day. And the last one is March 9th.
What exactly happens on the 9th?
The moon formally enters Sagittarius.
Ah, so it is like coming home.
It brings a truly wonderful emotional reset for you.
A reset.
You will finally feel exactly like yourself again.
That is so comforting.
It is basically like putting on your favorite comfortable sweater right after wearing a stiff, tight suit all week long.
That is a completely perfect way to end such a chaotic week.
It really is.
Okay, let's wrap this entire thing up. It really sounds like quite a journey for Sagittarius.
It is a huge journey.
So to recap the main points, we absolutely have to survive the massive work changes happening on Tuesday.
Correct. Do not panic about it. It is for the best. Just let the changes happen naturally.
Then we immediately need to rest up so we don't hit total burnout.
Crucial advice. Sleep is your best friend early in the week.
Then go out and get that money on Thursday using the lucky Jupiter connection.
Ask for the raise.
And finally, party hard on the weekend, but do it carefully.
Watch out for those tricky rose-colored glasses, and please protect the bank account from Saturn.
That is the perfect summary.
I agree.
Before we sign off today, what is the absolute main thought you want our listeners to walk away with?
I want you to think very carefully about lenses.
Lenses. You mean like glasses?
Yes, like glasses. This week literally offers you two very different ways of seeing the world around you.
Okay.
On one hand, you have perfect mental clarity coming from the sun and Mercury.
So you see things exactly as they actually are in reality.
Right. But on the other hand, you also have the highly unrealistic rose-colored glasses coming from Venus and Neptune.
No, you just see things as you desperately dream them to be.
Exactly. The main challenge for you this week is to know which lens you are looking through at any given moment.
You have to check yourself.
You do. When you look closely at your job or your romantic partner or even your bank account, ask yourself, are you seeing the honest truth? Or are you just seeing what you really hope is there?
Wow, that is a super deep thought.
It is important.
Check your lenses, people.
Check your lenses constantly. Make absolutely sure you are seeing clear reality.
Well, that is sadly all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode on Horoscope TV. We really hope this analysis helps you navigate your week successfully.
Absolutely. Good luck to every single Sagittarius out there.
And if you enjoyed listening to this, please make sure to hit subscribe. That way you automatically get notified right away when the next episode is available. You definitely do not want to miss what happens next in the stars.
See you all next time.
Bye, everyone.